What place do you want me, right here?
It's okay, you're fine.
Oh, I see.
Welcome back to Yogaxpress, your virtual stretch clinic that helps you move the body to still the mind. My name is Suresh. I'm your host for this program. Today we have Judge Sotirelis to my extreme right. George is a very familiar face by now on this show and of course at MNN. George, any feedback on yesterday's episode? How did you feel yesterday after learning all that great information about these vegetables and stuff?
I feel my body's loosening up a bit.
It's loosening up, right? And you felt like taking a big munch out of the asparagus?
Yes.
What did you reserve, the asparagus or the beetroot?
The asparagus.
Asparagus. Okay, you can have that. I'm going to have the beetroot. To talk about all the nutritious foods for spring detoxing,
right.
That's going to be our theme between yesterday, today, and tomorrow's episode, and the next episode after this. We have Pilin Anice. Pilin has an amazing nutrition background. If you go to her website, www.indi-glow.com, INDI-GLOW.com. It's right there on your screen, and that's Pilin right there. Pilin, welcome back to the show. We love having you here. Josiane Hurd, our director, thank you so much for holding the fort again. You're flying solo one more time. Melanie Morgan is responsible for the studio setups, the lights, and the sound system. Opening track, which you hear right now, the angels and harps, angels playing harps up in the mountains, from Sapta Tandavam, and body music, which you'll hear in a few moments, by Cesar De Para. Cesar has created the body music just for Yogaxpress. Those of you who are out there watching us, stretching with us, please know that you can always come on this show anytime. We're a walk-in show, very family-oriented. You can come, stretch with us, and then get to meet everyone else over there, people with like-minded views, like-minded approaches to exercise and fitness. Pilin, what surprise do you have in store for us today?
Detoxing for spring.
Okay. I love
and
what
that's
you said
not
yesterday.
necessarily just doing some radical detox or cleanse,
Right.
but just incorporating foods into your diet that naturally have the components to help your body detox.
Nothing spooky and
Spooky
taking
or
a glass of castor oil.
Right, a glass of castor oil or water cleanse for a whole week or something. Only
I used to go
drinking
to my grandmother's place every summer. She'd make us take a cup of castor oil the day we arrived, and the whole system would be cleaned
out, yeah.
Oh my God, it tastes awful.
It tastes awful. That's a dramatic approach, but it works. But this can too. Obviously, this won't be as quick.
No, that's
as
right.
this will be, but
Hey, if it's a nice, tasteful way of
it is
cleansing. Tell me, how does it help us
Yes.
cleanse up?
Well, all of these vegetables here all have properties, naturally occurring properties within their makeup that help the liver function properly. They help
Right,
cleanse
I
the liver,
remember,
help
yeah.
the flow of bile production, blood purification, as well as antioxidants. Gallbladder, kidneys as well.
What are antioxidants? I've always heard this term, but I never really understood. What is that?
Antioxidants are compounds that are found in food, especially foods that have color like beets.
Okay.
That pretty much they get into the cells and it's difficult to explain.
Just try.
One of those things that
I understand.
I have to think of it in an abstract type of way for
Right.
myself to understand
It sort of helps cleanse the body.
Help cleanse the body,
Okay.
right, and also replace things.
Okay. So it builds the immune system. Okay.
But in terms of building that, it replenishes the cells in a sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's cell reproduction.
Yeah.
There's
Because you got to think every
cleansing.
day your body's constantly changing things out, and when you go out, the foods that you're eating are constantly depleting your body of certain vital nutrients, so you're
Right.
going to put them back with the food that you're eating.
So if we're going to eat anyway, we might as well eat something that's healthful
Exactly.
and make the body replenish its own cells.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds and it looks delicious too. So you
Yeah.
have that fresh beetroot,
Right,
which I
we've got
love.
beetroot here. Beetroot, and this is the dandelion greens.
Okay.
Which of course we spoke before. You can find these growing in your backyard.
Right.
Or in a park, I guess, since we're in New York. These are the asparagus, and these are the artichoke hearts here.
Okay. So, Josie, and you have a beautiful close-up right there. So,
Yeah.
I know most of these recipes are going to be on your website. Folks who, if you want to find out how to cook these vegetables or how to eat them, or how to eat them as in whether you eat
How to
them
prepare
raw,
them, right.
how to prepare them,
Right.
that's right. Go to Pilin's website. You've got it right there on the screen, and now it's so much clearer. www.indie-glow.com. And do you give folks a weekly update on your website? Is it a monthly?
I do. It's usually weekly.
Weekly update.
Weekly, absolutely.
And other than
absolutely.
these vegetables, they'll find other recipes too, right?
Yep, there's other
Wonderful.
recipes, and the previous times I've been on the show, last month we was doing quinoa.
Right.
There are recipes on there
You
for
know,
that
I
as
tried
well.
that.
Did you
I
enjoy
tried
it?
quinoa. I loved it, except that I found it very chewy. I don't
Okay.
know if I did it right. Is it supposed to be chewy?
It could be chewy, depending
Okay.
on how long you
Okay,
cook
that's
it.
supposed to be al dente.
Yeah, al dente, yes, of course.
Well, I thought maybe I hadn't cooked it enough, so I was a little worried that I wouldn't be able
Did
to
you do
digest
2 parts water, 1 part quinoa?
You know what? I don't remember. I just throw stuff in, but I remember that you told us it was healthful.
Yes.
So I just toss everything in and I
Uh-huh.
played. Maybe I should measure next time to
Measure.
keep it. So how do you make it nice and fluffy?
If you do 2 parts water to 1 part quinoa, you
2
boil
parts
it.
water.
Yeah, you get the water boiling, you cover it, and then once it starts boiling, you cover it, and then
Oh,
let
okay.
it.
Is that a grain or rice?
It's a green.
Quinoa's
Oh,
a grain.
grain.
Or
And it tastes nice. It tastes
tastes
very
very
nice.
good. It takes all
Does
the
it
flavors of
sprout
what
as
you-
well? It doesn't sprout.
It doesn't sprout.
Because it had this fibery kind of stuff out of it.
And the
when you
outer
cook it.
shell, yeah.
Is that how it's
That's
supposed
how
to
it's
be?
supposed to cook, yeah.
Okay, I thought maybe mine had
You might know
sprouted.
something.
So how
It
else?
looks like it sprouts, yeah.
Yeah, but it did taste great. How else can I prepare these? So you talk
The
about
asparagus, of course, you can eat them raw in the salad. Just chop them up.
Right.
You can also steam it or roast it, usually with olive oil, lemon juice, sea salt, maybe some black pepper.
Can I
or
just
something.
dip it in? What is that sauce? Oh, there's this hollandaise sauce.
You can, yes, if you
Just
like that.
raw. I love that
absolutely.
sauce.
You can eat it raw that way, or any sort of dipping sauce
Yeah.
that you like. Something that's healthy, of course.
Right,
You don't want
right.
something that's too heavy. Besides, we'll negate what we're trying to do, right?
Right.
But these are the dandelion greens. You can actually boil them and drink them as a tea, or you
Oh,
can,
yeah.
which is good.
I
a
didn't
good way to
realize
do
that.
that.
What do you just boil it with
It's
the
with
water?
water.
And it doesn't destroy the properties if you boil it.
No, it's because you're gonna get the water's gonna take up all the properties.
Right. Oh,
Right.
okay.
It's
So you're gonna
it
drink
won't,
them.
right. You're not gonna eat the greens.
Right,
You'll just
right.
discard the greens
And
afterwards.
you said it's a little bitter.
It is a little bitter. It's
Okay.
definitely bitter. You can, if you like that taste, if you like someone who likes things or foods that are more bitter, then you can of
Yeah.
course saute them in like olive oil, like you would spinach.
I know people have fenugreek tea. We have a producer colleague who takes fenugreek tea, and she says it's great for
Fenugreek?
fenugreek tea, and it's really bitter, but she says it's
It is
great for
bitter.
controlling diabetes.
It is diabetes,
Yeah.
digestion. Also, for mothers who are nursing, it's great for
It is
milk
good for them.
production.
Oh, that's why in India when a mother has just had a baby for the first few months, they do give a lot of foods made with where fenugreek is added to it. I didn't know that. Wonderful. Okay. So these foods can be eaten. You said the asparagus can be eaten raw or chopped up, put in salads.
Yes.
And the artichoke hearts, they have to be cooked.
The artichoke hearts is to cook.
They have to be cooked.
Right.
Okay. And the dandelion, you can dip it in hot water. Not dip it, you soak
Boil it, yeah, kind of boil it in
water.
hot water to create
Okay,
a tea,
have it as
or
a
you
tea.
can saute them in olive oil if you want to eat it that way. But it's
Right,
again,
right.
if you
It's
enjoy that
bitter,
taste.
right? And the beetroot, you can also chop that up.
You can chop that up raw, or some people cook their beets.
Right,
You don't have to. You can
Boil
roast.
it?
You can roast them.
You can
Yeah.
roast them
roast
too.
it.
Okay.
But I think those are best juiced, in my personal opinion.
Beetroot?
Yeah,
Okay.
juiced or chopped up in the salad.
Don't they lose some of the fiber in the juice?
You
though?
do. You do
Okay.
lose some of the fiber, but that's okay because you can get that up some other
Talking about
places in the
juicing,
diet.
you know, of course, I can never forget the kale juice you made for us. But also, I had this experience of when we first started, we got a juicer at home, and I started demonstrating to every friend who came home. This was 12 years ago, George. Every friend who came, I said, "Oh, this amazing juicer." It was a very simple contraption, but I think it was new to me, so
Yeah.
I found it fascinating. I shoved all these carrots, and then one of the friends, they saw my excitement. They said, "You know, you're wasting all that fiber because all the carrots, you take the juice out, and all the carrots, the fibrous part of it,
Right.
the solid part,
Right.
gets left behind." He said, "You know what? You can make carrot halwa out of it."
What you do? A carrot one?
Well, I mean, it's a halwa is a kind of a
you
sweet
use
dish
it.
in India,
Okay.
right? So I added all this sugar and palm sugar and jaggery and all kinds of ingredients, put cardamom, and that's how we normally make the sweet dessert.
Yeah.
And added all the leftover carrot, you know, the carrot,
pulp.
where the juice, just a pulp. That's the word I'm looking for. Thank you. And it tasted gross. And I
Yeah.
didn't realize that it was the juice in the carrot
The carrot
that actually brought the
creates
flavor
out
out.
in the
So I'm thinking, when we juice up the beetroot, can we use the pulp for anything else? You can. Okay.
I wouldn't advise
just checking.
it. Depends on your personal taste.
Right, right. But that's good. It sounds amazing. So is there anything else you'd like to cover today? Any other tips?
Just in terms of eating, think green. I say think green in spring.
Okay.
So just go green whenever you can. If not something that you see here on this plate in front of us, but you know, think kale, think collards, think watercress, nettle
Okay.
leaves. Just greens that are really going to put those phytochemicals, those antioxidants, those
Right.
vital nutrients that your body needs in the springtime.
What about sprouts?
Sprouts are good
Are
too.
good, right? Bean sprouts. Okay.
Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts are amazing.
That tastes yucky, but
Actually, those are one of the good foods in the spring. Actually,
right?
They are. They
Okay.
are. A lot of people aren't partial to the taste,
Yep.
but there are
I'm
different
not.
ways you can prepare them. I think that sometimes
What's the best way to prepare
You
Brussels
just can
sprouts?
steam them.
Just steam them.
Yeah,
A
steam
little bit of
them
salt
or
and pepper.
steam them is the best way I think. But the way that you season them, you know, use a little butter if you need to.
How
just
about
to help. Butter
spices?
makes
Can I
everything
spice
better.
it up?
You can maybe spice
Butter
it up.
makes everything better. Spice it up a little. It doesn't kill the flavor, right?
No,
No.
Just a little bit,
Just
maybe
a little
salt and
bit,
pepper.
yeah.
Sounds good. Oh, I can't wait. Now I'm gonna look at these vegetables in a totally different way, especially the dandelion leaves. I've never really even tasted them. From what you say, it's good as tea, so I'm gonna try that. George, did you have any questions for
No,
Pilin?
I know about the dandelion tea.
Dandelion
And I
tea.
know
How
about
You've
does
heard
it
about
taste?
dandelion tea before.
Yeah.
Because you can actually go to the market and purchase dandelion tea if you
Oh.
don't happen to find dandelion greens growing
Right.
at the market or outside.
Right.
Then you can go and go get a tea. They have a lot of medicinal teas that any detox tea that you'll usually find will always have dandelion root.
So
in it.
instead of Easter egg hunt, I'm going to go for a dandelion.
Go for a dandelion
hunt.
hunt. Go pull some. I've done that before just for fun. Like, I'm gonna go outside and pick some
But you
dandelion.
recognize what it looks like.
Yeah, I
think
know what
it's
it looks
important.
like. You have to know what it looks like.
Right, and
Yeah,
you said it's
come
a
home with
weed.
something. And it's a weed. It is.
Well,
But
sounds
it's an
good.
edible weed.
An
a health-
edible
it's
weed.
a
It's an
healthy
edible
weed.
weed.
Very healthy.
Right.
It is.
See, that's the interesting thing. I've always been of the opinion, and I'm sure people have made this observation too elsewhere. I've always been of the opinion that human beings were meant to be vegetarian. See, we don't have, our nails are not long enough to tear into meat. Our teeth are not sharp enough to chew that meat. We really, especially the canines
The
are what we
canines.
need to tear into it, right?
Right.
And we have our alimentary canal is not, meat takes a longer time
To digest.
right?
In terms of the stomach.
Yeah, we're like,
Yeah.
it's like 21 feet
Right.
long.
Yeah.
And if you're a meat eater, you need a lot more time than that to digest all the meats. So, I mean, when you have all these amazing vegetables, especially someone like you is sharing all the information about these vegetables, why would we knowingly put a dead animal into a living body?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
There are amazing vegetables out there. Well, thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
Any closing tips for today as we're stretching to? If it comes to your mind, feel free to share it with us. And if you think in a particular posture asparagus is going to help me, please let
I
me
will
know.
let you know, and you should grab a little asparagus and take a bite.
Well, let's pick up where we left off yesterday. Actually, we'll start off with a seated stretch, the last of the seated postures, and then continue into prone and supine, because I think we can do all of these stretches. Prone, supine are 7, and 7 actually, in case people are wondering what I'm talking about, My third title, Yoga Secrets, has 2 + 8 ailment-specific cards inside. So basically, there are 48 simple stretches that we've put together for you in a postcard format. So you have standing, 19 standing postures, 16 seated ones, 7 prone, and 7 supine. So you come from standing, seated, on your belly, and then supine, and then we're in Yoga Nidra and sleep, slumberland. So we've been taking you through the last couple of episodes through all the seated postures, and now we're going to extend your legs out, the last of the seated ones. Extend your legs out in front of you, and we'll go at an angle. So let's turn to face the front left of the mat. That is so refreshing, Pilin. I love your explanations, and it's so nice to know that...
To the left.
Yes. Yeah, the front left of the mat, just to give an angle for Josiane to pick up. Flex your feet, and here's what we're going to do. We're going to take both our palms. So take both your palms to the right side of your hip. Exhale, fold over. Keep your hips down. Yeah, fold over. Just the whole upper body goes down. As deep as you can. You should feel a wonderful compression of your obliques, the midpoint of your waist, on the right side, and a beautiful stretch on the left side of your waist. Hold it. Inhale. Let's come up. And make sure that your hip stays down. The opposite side of the hip should stay down. So now when we go to the left, the right hip should stay down. Try not to take your hips with you. Keep your feet where they are. Both palms to the left of your hips. Exhale and dip. Every time you exhale, you're actually allowing your body to go a little deeper. So just remember, when you do forward folds, it's exhale, back bends, inhale. Let's inhale and let's come up, and let's all come down in prone position, which means on the belly. With our heads to the camera, we're going to come down on our belly.
On stomach, heads to camera.
Heads to the camera, and we're going to repeat some of the postures that we took you through yesterday, just in terms of flowing through. So we want everything, with all this talk about cleansing foods, want to make sure that our body is fit enough to do all the transitions gracefully. Both palms just below the shoulders. Yeah, your toes are curled in. Ashtanga Namaskara. Ashta Anga, 8 limbs. Ashta is 8, Anga is limbs. Namaskara is prayer. So 8 limb salutation or prayer. We're going to inhale. Chin is to the ground. Toes are curled in. Inhale and glide your buttocks up. So basically glide your knees closer to your chest. Use your toes to push your knees upward, closer to your upper body. That'll help you lift your buttocks up. Keep your chin down and keep your hands where they are. And then very gently, let's glide back. Extend your legs all the way back. And inhale, press with your palms, come up into Bhujang or Cobra. Now press with the tops of your feet. That'll help you hold your body up. And when you're there, engage your buttock muscles. Tighten your buttock muscles, engage your low back. Take your palms off of the floor. That will ensure that you're actually using your low back. Are any of these good for strengthening the back, Pilin?
The foods?
Yes. Beetroot probably? No? Okay.
Maybe
But they do help bone formation and calcium and all that. Place your
Right.
palms back on the floor.
The greens for the calcium.
Greens for the calcium. There you go. So you want stronger backs? Eat more dandelion leaves. Now, let's bring our hands. Make your hands into a fist. So
Fist.
tuck your thumb into your palm. Fold your fingers over your thumb. Make it into a fist in both hands.
Okay.
And then tuck your fist in the groin area. So
In
that's
the
to
groin?
make in the groin area. So
Behind
you're
the back or in the groin?
No, in the front.
Oh.
In the front of your body, under your under your lower. Well, basically here in the pelvic region.
The belly button.
Yeah, just below the belly button.
Oh,
That's it.
okay.
And then you want that's basically to ensure that you don't chafe your pelvic region on the floor, because we're going to use pressure in that region. We're going to push our pelvis down. We're going to lift our knees off of the floor.
Oh.
Chin to the ground. Strengthen your low back muscles. Inhale, tighten your buttock muscles. Inhale, lift your knees off. Salab or locust.
And the toes.
Yes, your knees, your feet, your toes, everything. Take your knees off of the floor.
I can actually do this.
Very gently lower your legs down, and then extend your arms out in front of you. I'm going to move this out of my
Both
way.
arms?
Both arms.
Stretch out.
Both arms out. And then keep your feet close to each other.
Right.
Palms are facing each other, chin to the ground. strengthen your low back muscles, tighten your buttock muscles. Inhale, and this time we start Bhujanga or Cobra is the only posture in prone position where we start with the forehead to the ground. Here we're going to keep our chin to the ground. For me, my chin doesn't, it refuses to come all the way down, but it's going to have to. Inhale, strengthen your low back, lift your arms and your legs off of the floor. Now this will help strengthen our back. If we practice these kind of postures every now and then, keeps our back nice and strong. Exhale and release. Very gently. This is the boat position. So reach for the left ankle with the left hand. Right ankle. Right ankle goes to the right hand. Once you've made your connection with both hands at both ankles, bring your knees a little closer together. Chin to the ground. Inhale, lift your chin, chest, and knees off of the floor. Inhale. And this is also a good time to give yourself a little bit of a low abdominal massage. So if you want to rock from side to side, this is a wonderful way. Other than someone giving you a punch in the gut, George, this is a great way to massage the low abdominal region. Unless someone gives me a big chop in the midriff. Exhale, very gently, lower your body down. And then let's come up into Manduk or frog. So press your palms, keep your palms directly below your shoulders, curl your toes in, inhale, and come up on all fours first.
Oh, I see.
And then when you're up there, very gently, lower your elbows down.
Lower elbows.
Place both your palms together, Manduk or frog. Now this looks like a very, very neutral posture, a posture that probably looks like it doesn't do anything for you, but the trick in this posture is to use your abdominal region for breathing. So this is a great time to use your abdominal belly breathing technique. Let's take a deep breath in through the belly.
In by the nose, right? Not the mouth.
Yeah, well, the air goes through the nose, but you're actively distending your belly to fill it with air, and then exhale through the belly. One more breath. Inhale through the belly. Exhale through the belly. Whenever possible, we should try to maintain a ratio of 1 to 2. 1 is for inhale, and the ratio of 1 inhale to 2 exhale. So the exhale should always be twice as long as the inhale. Both palms directly below the shoulders. Curl your toes in. Bring your knees off of the ground in plank position, plank or dandasana. This is a great posture. I think they call it the military push-up, right? Except in the military push-ups, I think they probably do a lot of repetitive. They keep going down all the way. In yoga, we try to hold it as long as you can, and even to be able to hold it, you need to engage your low abdominal muscles. So the fulcrum of the body, the core of the body, very gently. Lower your knees down. Let's all come down in supine position. So on your back. Heads to the camera, and let's come down.
Go on the back?
On our back. That's right.
Legs flat?
Yep. Legs extended all the way out. And we have our heads to the camera. I'm going to take off my fancy plastic clip here.
Okay. This camera get
Place both, yes, Josiane will pick us up. Place both your palms below your buttocks. So palms are facing
below the buttocks.
Under the buttocks. So place your palms under your buttocks, palms facing the floor. So palms are facing down. And then, thanks Josiane, extend both your legs out in front of you. Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to inhale, engage your low abdominal muscles and lift your legs off of the floor. Viparita Karani. Viparita is unique, Karani is inversion. Inhale and lift. Lift both your legs up. Keep your feet flexed. That's when you get the most out of your stretches. So when your feet are flexed, you get a stretch in the back of the legs as well. Now, we are going to do a little bit of an inversion. George, if this becomes uncomfortable, are you okay? And this one is fine for you. How about taking the legs over? If any posture gets too uncomfortable, stay where you are. Now, we're going to keep inhaling, lift our buttocks off of the floor. From Viparita Karani or unique inversion into plow or hala. Inhale and lift.
I see what you mean.
And then when you're in this position, Do not move your head from side to side. Make sure your head stays where it is. Your neck should not move from side to side. You want to protect your spine. If you want to make adjustments, keep your hands under your buttocks, bring your elbows a little closer. That'll help take your buttocks further up. And then bring your legs over. If your toes can touch the floor on the other side, that's wonderful. If it doesn't, do not get discouraged. Hold it. This also, Pilin, I understand this also activates the thyroid. This posture in particular really massages the thyroid, so it's really good for body balance. You're talking about monitoring, the body functions. Yeah. Very gently. Exhale, and let's release. Keep your head down. Do not take your head with you. Do not lift your head.
Head on mat.
Head on the mat, exactly. Thank you. Bring your legs down.
Legs slowly lowered.
Yeah. Very gently you lower the legs, but we're not quite complete because we have another posture before that. Place both your palms on the soles of your feet. So this is the happy baby posture, and I think, George, you like this one too, right?
Yes.
So push your knees down so the feet are up. We are basically like inverted turtles, actually, turtles on our back. So push your feet down with your palms, bring your knees out to the side, so you should feel a wonderful stretch on the adductor muscles, the inside of the pelvic region, inside of the thighs. You feel it, right? And you should also feel a wonderful strengthening of your quad muscles, the front of your thighs. So push it down, and then when we've had enough, basically we are short of time, so extend your legs out, very gently, slow, graceful motion, bring your legs down.
Oh, down.
We're going down all the way. Slow, controlled motion. And now we're going to take our viewers from happy baby, we're going to become a fish. So once more, place both your palms under your buttocks. I have to be mindful of the language, George. Otherwise, George is going to correct me.
Under the buttocks.
Both palms under your buttocks. Palms are facing down. Extend your legs out. Keep your feet flexed. Matsya, or fish. Press with your elbows. So your elbows are down. So press with your elbows. And then inhale. Peel your chest off of the floor. Keep your feet flexed. And then if you want to take this posture further, Matsya or fish, you want to take it a little further, engage your lower abdominal muscles, lift your feet off of the ground. Now you don't have to take your feet off, but if you want to just challenge yourself, do that. Very gently lower your legs down. And then let's come down. Now we have fold both your legs in so you should be able to reach your hands to your ankles. So bring both your heels close to your buttocks. Setu Bandha or bridge. Now once you can reach your ankles, you're ready to lift your buttocks off of the floor. So inhale and lift. Lift your buttocks. As your buttocks go high up, tuck your elbows, tuck your shoulders in and bring your elbows a little closer. That'll help you come up even higher. And once you're as high as you can go, you can bring your heels even closer. That'll help you stay nice and steady where you are. Bridge or Setu Bandha.
I'm attempting a bridge.
You are in a bridge position. Are you up all the way, George?
Halfway.
Halfway. That's great. That's great. You should feel the strengthening of the low back if we do this posture often enough.
Yes, I do feel something there, and the stomach.
Very nice. Yes. Exhale and release. Extend your right leg out. Keep your left leg where it is.
Right leg out.
Yes. Keep your left leg where it is. Place your right hand on your left knee. And place your left hand on your left hip.